Welcome to Food Talk TV. I'm Daphne Brogdon here. I am your host today on Food Talk TV. Food Talk TV, the longest running live cooking show on TikTok. And I think we know that there is some icky, sad, bad news right now. My son just came home from school and he's very upset about violence and gun violence in this country. And it's dreadful. And no matter who is victim, all violence, terrible. And I'm sorry that that's the world that our kids are growing up in right now. But I wanted to carry forth because I think sometimes people need a break from the violence and from sadness. And one thing that really brings us all together, I've always believed, is food and cooking. And sometimes doing an activity like gardening or cooking can be really healing for people. And I'll tell you, I got a little bit of a different setup today because this is the first time in weeks I've had to go solo. So thank you. Keep tapping the screen. It always helps us to get out on the For You page. Hey, Kaz is here. Let's see. Woo! Scooby joined. Yay, we got a bunch of different people. So I'll be going back and forth here. Thank you so much. Thank you for tapping the screen. Cat Dog Gang. Oh, hey, thanks for joining. This is great. We got Jessica Baker. We got a lot of our regulars here coming in. I really, really appreciate it. Oops, I forgot my mic. Hang on a second. Wait a minute. I was just into it. It's here, but the thing that goes in it. As I do. Oh, here we go. Hang on. I think this is going to sound better. Oh, thank you, Kat. Testing 1, 2, 3. Now, can you hear me? Can you hear me now? I feel like one of those mobile phone commercials. Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay. So, as I was saying. All right. Carrying on. Okay. So here's the deal. I'm making a fabulous appetizer for a birthday dinner tonight because it is my fiance's birthday and he's actually going to do a lot of the cooking. If you saw last week, he made this great shrimp orange fennel recipe. So he's going to make that and I'm going to grill some steaks. But one of the things that I need to do is an appetizer. So we're going to do this sun-dried tomato, puff pastry, homemade pesto, okay? So that'll be great. And the other thing that I want to try, which is going to be a little crazy, we shall see. Where is it? I'm going to make something with fig leaves. And wouldn't it be great if I just only wore a fig leaf? Well, I cooked a fig leaf. So I was at one of my favorite restaurants. And, oh, good. I'm glad you liked the idea. And there was this crudo, it's a raw fish and just like the soft broth. And I was like, what is this? Like oil broth. It's so flavorful. And they said, it's fig oil. And I'm like, get this, chef. I got to know how to do this. So hopefully we'll have time to do this. I want to try to make a little fig oil because it was really, I didn't have fig oil. Fig leaf oil. I mean, of course, we know about figs. I had no idea we could get flavor from fig leaf. So that's something I'm going to try. Cat Dog, anything with puff pastry, I'm interested. I am with you. Stuff in crust. That's my middle name. Love it, love it, love it. So, and my channel is Daph Brog. I am less than 300 from the coveted 10,000 mark. So if you can give me a follow, it'd be great. And of course, keep tapping the screen for Food Talk TV and you'll see a lot of great food creators here. So, Memoir 66 will lose their subscription benefits soon. I always love that stuff. Like, what am I, like a bookkeeper here all of a sudden? Where did you find the fig leaves? Very good question, Jody Ann. I have 2 big fig trees in my backyard. Oh, and Kaz is asking, are you doing polite politics tonight? I should and I would with everything going on, but I have this birthday dinner. So I don't know if I can. I might have to do it tomorrow. Can you spell your page name? Oh, good idea. Yes. It's Daphne Brog, DAPHBROG. And Daphne Brog, usually there's some moderator that can, maybe Kaz, maybe you could type it up for me. I used to host a show on Food Network, and I've been knocking around basic cable for years. Oh, no, you misspelled it, Kaz. They'd be empty if I was there. Oh, you're so cute. Yeah, I love figs. You know, the problem is I have a big pine tree that's cast such shade on my fig tree. I don't get much fruit. That's why I thought if I can make something out of the leaves, that's great. Okay, but let's get going on our puff pastry because puff pastry is the most difficult. First thing I'm going to do is I think I should roll this out. And that puff pastry can be a little unwieldy. You could make your own. Daphne Frog. There we go. Mustard Queen's got it. Yay, Mustard Queen's in the house. Daphne Frog. That's my channel. Please give me a follow. I'm so close. I'm so close. I'm less than 300. But yes, you're right, Kaz. Never has there been a better time for some polite politics because, come on, people, we can just disagree. And let's just disagree kindly with our words. Just our words. Like, you know, when our moms would say that, my mother used to say that to us when we'd be, because I would be like, you know, kicking some kid or my sisters or something. Talk with your mouth, not with your hands. All right, so we're going to get the puff pastry and the pan. And we'll keep tapping that screen. Got a little bit, of course, I see all my dirty dishes behind me, which I don't like. Yeah, oh, thank you for penning that. Okay, so that'll be, so I've really got to roll this out more. And that's the thing with, for some reason, rolling pins seem to be one of those things that when you want it, you can never find it. So if you're just joining, I am going to make a beautiful puff pastry tart. Kind of, yeah, I guess the inspiration would sort of be an Alsatian tart. Think of it like a French pizza, because I needed an appetizer for tonight. And my go-to was, I thought, oh, well, I'll make a cheese plate and I'll slice some figs, you know, which I might do a little bit of that. But since we're going to have red meat for an entree, I thought maybe cheese, it's too heavy, especially because it's hot. So I thought this might be a very nice, welcoming thing for the guests. Got a glass of sparkling wine, and to do like a little puff pastry thing like this, I think it'll work out. I think it'll work out well. What am I missing? Asking Taylor a question. And if you have any cooking questions, let me know. If you've got 3 ingredients hanging out in your refrigerator and you don't know what to do with them, let me know, because I think I'm pretty good at coming up with ideas. Sometimes I think I should do it like the pizza way. Just try to like push it out. Sometimes you can just kind of just use your fingers. So my inspiration for this particular one was something I read in the New York Times, but they made it with regular tomatoes, and they're like, take the tomatoes and put salt on them over paper towels and then dry the tomatoes. And I was like, that's a lot of work. And I don't really have tomatoes that I'm loving right now. I don't have a good bumper crop. So thank you guys for all joining in. So I decided I'm going to amend the recipe, and I'm going to do sun-dried tomatoes. The other thing I like to do here is, my philosophy is always don't be afraid to cook, and I want you guys to not be intimidated about cooking if you don't have the perfect ingredients. No, that's not big enough. So originally this recipe had called for creme fraiche. And it's like, who's got creme fraiche lying around? Probably not too many. But I bet you got sour cream or possibly Greek yogurt. So you can either use sour cream or Greek yogurt for 6 half 1 dozen of the other. Is this still good? I'm not sure that's still good. Maybe I will use the sour cream. Just keeping it real here on Food Talk TV with Daphne Brogdon and my spoiled yogurt. I keep everything until the bitter end. I am not one. I never look at expiration dates. All right, and I didn't miss anything. So anyway, I have been so into lately. One of my comfort things, besides cooking, has been watching movies from like the late 80s, early 90s. My son and I watched Harry Met Sally. And then I just watched, okay, it's called Chances Are. Have you ever seen it? Robert Downey Jr., very young. Sybil Shepherd, Ryan O'Neal. Tell me if you've seen that movie. It's, Alexa, play After All. Peter Cetera and Cher did the song for it, which is completely in my head. Oh, and I'm going to see Chicago this Sunday at the Hollywood Bowl fireworks finale. Very excited. Okay, so I've got my sour cream here. Okay, tell me if you remember the song. It's such a late 80s sort of ballady, you know. I thought I might need to add some cream to this, but I don't think I'm going to. Alexa, turn up. I had this Cher CD. Okay, as we enjoy the sounds of late 80s ballads, I'm going to put some sour cream here on this puff pastry. Alexa, turn up. Here comes in Cher. I still remember when. Okay, so the premise is Sybil Shepherd's husband is killed. And so she's left to raise their daughter alone in Washington, D.C. And she works for the Smithsonian. And Ryan O'Neal is the family friend who's always been in love with her, but he never says anything. But her husband's soul got put back in Robert Downey Jr.'s body. All stops and starts. Music's too low. Alexa, turn up. Okay, can you hear it now? Puff pastry, 80s ballads. All that we've been through. Anyway, so Robert Downey Jr. seems to be a friend of her daughter's, but then he slowly realizes, wait a minute, I've been here before, and I think I was in love with you, and blah, 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 blah. So, of course, hijinks ensue. It's actually a pretty good premise. It's not the best executed film. Like, it's a little clunky, and it's so funny because in my 2025 brain, I'm like, cut, next scene. And they're like, things kind of, they move a little slower. So let's see where I am so far. So this is just sour cream. It could be sour cream, could be yogurt, could be creme fraiche. Doesn't matter. It's on the puff pastry. Disappears. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. We keep coming back to these two hearts, two angels who've been rescued from the fall. Okay, what 80s and 90s rom-coms do you guys like? I don't think they do enough rom-coms. Now they put them on Netflix, but I want to go to a movie theater and see a rom-com. I saw that the new Naked Gun. That was funny. Okay, let's see here. Oh, okay. Basil from my garden. Two angels who've been rescued from the fall. So funny, the subtitles got it wrong in the film. It said two angels who've been rescued from the fog. I go, angels aren't rescued from fog. They're rescued from the fall. What's a rom-com, Chad? A romantic comedy. Think of the quintessential ones like Hugh Grant, Notting Hill, anything with like Tom Hanks, Meg Ryan, those kind. Yeah. The ladies love them. There's always like, there's a meet cute, that was my bag. No, it was my bag. I don't know about that. And then they get close, and then there's some reason they have to kind of separate, and then usually there's like the monologue in the rain. Louise, I love you for the things you aren't, and I love you for the things you are, and I'll always love you. And oh, Derek, I thought you'd never ask. There you go. And scene. That's a rom-com. Top Gun, Meg Ryan. Yeah, of course. Harry Met Sally, Sleepless in Seattle, exactly, when she was at her most Meg Ryan-ness. Yep, you've got mail. Perfect one. And then also, we're also a bunch of good. Alexa, turn down. Rom-coms were the ones with like that Diane Keaton in the Hamptons. Those ones, those were really good. It was like Steve Martin and what's Huey? Jack Nicholson. The Nancy Meyers movies. Those are good. Those are good rom-coms. Overboard. There you go. There you go, Chad. You're on the rom-com. You're on the rom-com world here. All right, so we're doing a quick little basil here. Pesto. I do pesto a lot, but it really comes in handy. Oh, I did my thing right. I forgot to put my electrical extension. I don't like this song. Alexa, go back to Discover Weekly. Let's keep it a little more upbeat. Let's keep it a little. Alexa, play Discover Weekly. So, there's. Did everybody's Alexa just go off when I said that? And FoodtokTV is on Alexa too. That's right, but I won't want to say that because then I'll hear myself and there'll be feedback, right? Wouldn't it be weird? Alexa, turn down. So, Pretty in Pink 16 Candles. Yeah, I guess so. I think of those as sort of a teen more of a coming of age. But yeah, they're coming of age rom-coms, I guess. But I think it's more about her coming of age than, 16 Candles. Yeah, that's a good one. Anyway, okay, so the difference between jarlic and garlic, I have to say, because sometimes I use that jarlic, but you just don't, it's just not as flavorful. The jarlic is not as flavorful. I'm not going to shame anybody using it, but you're just not going to get the same results. That's all it is. And last time I made pesto, I didn't have a very key ingredient, and I do have that key ingredient today, which is pine nuts. Oh, I forgot about Love Jones. That has a good soundtrack too, Love Jones. Okay, but my pine nuts, searching for pine nuts. Thought I had them. Well, sure I had them. Bought a bag of them. Oh boy, oh boy. Ugh. So I have to tell you, I had a whole other, okay, so I'm going to win a prize. Somebody come and help me sort through my my cupboard there. All right. Well, I know I have pine nuts, but I'm going to use walnuts because I just can't find it, and this is live. Hi, Food Talk TV. Oh, I kind of like my hair like that. How about that blind behind me? It's really it's making me so happy. Now, there is a sun-dried tomato pesto. You could also do that. We're not doing that today, but that's an option. Okay, olive oil, basil, nuts, and salt. And let's get going. Okay, this is just going to go out for a second. Pesto. Yep. Oil. So we're making a nice appetizer here. All right, set that aside. You could do regular onions. You could do red onions. You could do white onions. I have some green onions. I also had some chives. So I had a bag of groceries, and I'm still spending some time in my mother's house, which unfortunately we're selling, which breaks my heart because I love that house. So I bought some groceries. I put them in the fridge thinking I was going over there this morning. Wasn't able to get over there this morning, and that's where my chives are. So just imagine that there's chives here. Amongst some other things. Some bags of spinach for a salad. I have to go to the store. I hate going to the store. Okay. Some dried tomatoes. And you can get the big jar with all the oil. These ones are a little more specialized here. So, you guys can see this, okay? Yeah, okay, good. So I'm gonna kind of overlap, so alternate onions and sun-dried tomatoes. And I purposely left a little bit of a border here for my savory tart. I love savory tarts. Savory tarts are one of my favorite things. Double entendre intended. All right, what have I missed? Trini! Trini's here. You're so sweet, Trini. Okay, Trini shows great. Hey, Galuga, what you got cooking, Chad? Yeah, making a savory tart for an appetizer tonight because it's my fiance's birthday. So, and we're gonna do a grilled steak, and he's gonna make the shrimp dish that he made on this show last week, which was really good. Fill this up. And I just love the concentrate flavor of sun-dried tomatoes. All right, here we'll just sprinkle these onions in between, green onions. Then for like a little bit of heat, I would use some Aleppo pepper, or in my case, I'm going to use cayenne. Smoked, right? Where's my smoked? Oh boy, okay. Okay. I'm going to use Marash pepper, which is always a little sticks in there, but just to bring a little bit of heat. Because as you might know from if you've seen me before, I always talk about how comedy and food are similar in that they have 3 beats. Something good food has, you taste it in the front. Alexa, turn down. And you taste it at the top of your mouth and then at the end. So I want to get the different layers of flavor without ever gilding the lily, without going too far. Okay. So we're going to then just layer. Here's my little homemade pesto. And I'm going to just sort of drizzle this a little bit. Now, I think I'm going to put a little more oil in it so it's easier to drop in. So you guys can see all the different pretty colors that are coming along with this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bake it. And then at the end, I'm going to be putting ricotta cheese on it too. Little dollops. Okay, so it smells really good. So there you go. That's going in the oven. All right, now let's try this experiment. We're going to try the fig leaf experiment, and then I'm going to show you the world's best French toast. So got a lot of things going on here. FoodtokTV, keep ticking, clicking, tapping, keep it tapping. Oh, hi, Pug Mama. What did I miss? Okay, great. Thank you guys for joining, coming on in. So far what I've made is a fantastic appetizer with puff pastry, sun-dried tomatoes, homemade pesto, sour cream, and then it's going to have some ricotta, some spices. And you can always get all our recipes at FoodtokTV.com. So now I'm going to go into this experiment, and this might not work. I can't say it will because I don't know. I am going to make fig leaf oil. I had it at a restaurant. It seemed really cool, so I want to try it out. So I'm washing my fig leaves. It's interesting. Fig leaves have like a little bit of a texture to them. I love any kind of foraging, getting stuff from my garden, getting stuff from my yard. Okay, which I tried to keep cat, dog, and have my name Cheryl, but I guess I didn't backwards. Oh, I think I missed something there. So I'm just going to blanch the fig leaves. Blanch means you put them in hot water for just a little bit. You're not boiling them. Let's see, does that need more? Okay, and then I got to get a water, an ice bath ready. Oh no, this one. I got a little thrown by things earlier today. There's my foot. Oh my God, what happened there? All right, so I'm making an ice bath here for the fig leaves. They're going to come out in a minute. Oops. Okay, I don't want them to boil. Need a little bit more. So if you have a fig tree, this is an experiment that you can try too with your fig leaves. And you get the concentration of flavor. That's what we're looking for. I fixed it in 7 days. They're making me, oh, okay, you took the name. All right, come on in. Daphne Brogdon, formerly of Food Network. I had to think about it for a second. Former basic cable superstar here on TikTok. Cooking for you. Let's get away from the news for a few minutes because it's just too sad. Oh, it has kind of a cool, I like the smell. Not quite sure how to describe it. All right, so we're going to then I take this out, and I'm going to pop them in an ice bath. So this is part of the process that we're going to do to get fig leaf oil. Oh, okay, badges and stuff. I got so spoiled the last few weeks by having my kids and my fiance help me out. It is easier when you've got somebody else reading your comments and so forth. So hang on here. Because I'm going to need this for my fig oil. Okay, and welcome into Food Talk TV. I have a sun-dried tomato savory tart in the oven right now. It'll be a dynamite appetizer for my guests tonight. We're going to eat al fresco, which is so funny because that's Italian for eating outside, although my Italian fiance says nobody in Italy says al fresco. I'm like, what do you say? He goes, we say we're eating outside. I mean, in Italian, but you know. Oh, you were doing great. Oh, Cheryl, you're so sweet. Thank you very much. I appreciate the support. I really do. What happened to my music? Alexa, play hits from the 80s. Well, I'm having trouble understanding you, Alexa. Alexa, play 80s hits. Why doesn't Alexa? Summer hits of the 80s. There you go. Let's go back to my comfort time. All right. That's getting blanched. Okay, is it cold yet? It is cold. Okay. So then we're going to put my now cold blanched fig leaves in the little Cuisinart thing. I love the 80s. Yes, I love the 80s. Totally. The 90s. I'd say overall for me, the 90s is like that was a decade where everything just felt on the up. Up, up, up. Okay. Olive oil. You're not seeing it. Hang on here. Here we go. Yeah, but Alexa's not playing. It doesn't have to be olive oil. It could be any neutral oil. That's what I was told. But let's see. Let's see how this works. I have no idea. I'm doing this based on the advice of a different of another chef. There goes my light. Still here. See, the one light works pretty well. Oh, this is interesting. It's getting nice and kind of creamy. What happened? There we go. All right, I'll try not to get too clever. It keeps coming off the rocket. There we go. It's stopping. Okay, we're at this point, but I think it needs to go further. Okay, so this is my experiment making fig leaf oil, which you just sort of drizzle over things for flavor. So let's see how it works out. Okay, so I think what's supposed to happen here, in fact, I know it is from the other restaurant, the restaurant I saw it at. So right now it looks kind of chopped like a pesto. They have more oil in it. So it would be contained in like something like this with a lot more oil and kind of really, really soak up the fig flavor. But I'm just going to give it a taste to see if it's any good at all. Oh, it's bitter. It's really bitter. It's bitter than the other one. I also think maybe not use olive oil because I'm just tasting more of the olive oil. I think I'm going to set it aside and see how it goes and check back with you guys on that one. I think some lemon maybe, but then it's not the fig oil. I don't know. It's interesting though. I mean, it definitely tastes very nature. I don't think it's quite achieved what I want, but this was my experiment. Just trying to find some stuff in my yard that I can pulverize with olive oil and make some cool new taste. All right, let's set that aside and we'll figure that out. All right, we're going to move on to our brunch item now. Oh, wait, let me see how my tart's going. Oh, I need my other light back on. Okay. No, okay, I'm going to move it around. You should turn the tart halfway in the cooking. I'm going to show you how it's faring, how it's coming along. All right, it smells really good. It smells really, really good. I wish I could make another one. Maybe I should go to the market and get more puff pastry before tonight. Okay, I got to clear this space for our next thing. So here, I don't know if you guys ever get in a breakfast rut. We kind of got in a breakfast rut. So I was making my son baked goods for the longest time. And then he got really healthy. He's like, I don't want any more baked goods. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, we have these chickens, and I'll make eggs, and I'll make scrambled eggs with either, sausage or bacon or whatever. And then he's like, I'm tired of that. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I'll be making quiches then. So I made a quiches for a couple of weeks, had that for breakfast. Now that's getting rejected. So I thought, let me go back to the Wayback Machine. I said, what about my orange brioche French toast I used to make all the time? And he's like, I never remember that. And then I went, oh, I think he was really little. So of course he doesn't remember it. So I've just brought that back, and it's a hit. So I want to show you how to make this yummy French toast. I had it myself this morning. But before I do that, let's just wait one more beat on the figs, which is when you get a quality ingredient like this, you don't need to do anything. There's no cooking or baking. Just this nice little bit of cheese. Yum. Nature's candy. Delicious. All right, what am I missing? Hey, beautiful day. Oh, Mama T, how are you, honey? Good to see you. Mama T will be on later today. Oh, yeah. Do the rewards and stuff. That's awesome. Yeah. Okay, let's do the French toast. This is the Rolls Royce of French toast. The Rolls Royce of French toast coming up. Alexa, play Discover Weekly. So it follows, this French toast follows obviously similar beats to any other French toast, but it's supposed, thank you, keep tapping the screen, tap, 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 thank you, because we're cooking, and we're cooking. We're cooking here on FoodtokTV with Daphne Brogdon. That's my channel, Daphne Brogdon. Go and follow it. Alexa's not playing anymore. All right, so the difference is the ingredients. Challah bread is my favorite thing to use. You know that kind of where it looks, it's like an egg bread and it's in the braid. If you can get that, mazel tov, it's fantastic. But also, brioche works well. So either get challah or brioche. It's much softer, it's more of an eggy bread. So I've got some brioche here. Now the difference is going to be how we handle this bread as opposed to other bread. So that's something to think about. So we're just going to use one of my farm fresh chicken eggs, because they really are. I still have my 6 chickens in the back. Even though one of them really pissed me off. She would not go back in the hen house. I was almost like, you know what? The raccoons can have you. I'm done. But then I went back. I had to really search around. I thought, oh, this is it. But I found her last minute, but it was a little touch and go there. Okay, and like with any French toast, it's always an egg, splash of milk, right? But wait, there's more. Orange juice. And can I just say, please, orange juice manufacturers, could some of you not put orange juice in plastic? It's always in plastic. And I'm like, that's never going to break down in the environment. Oh, Katie's here. Oh, Katie, so good. So Katie, who also joined my regular Polite Politics lives recently, Kaz was just saying, am I going to do one? Asking me if I was going to do one. I was like, I know I really should because there's a lot of stuff going on, but I can't. I got a dinner tonight. Unless I do it later, but I probably won't. I'll do it tomorrow. But I hope you're there because you were super awesome and you're going to be one of my moderators. Any kind of orange juice. Thank you. Very good question, Jessica. I am not a. I always go for the not from concentrate because I remember as a youngin when it. Remember how we'd have orange juice? We'd get it frozen in the thing in the freezer, and then you put it in a plastic Tupperware pitcher at home, and you'd add the milk and you'd stir and you'd stir and you'd stir. And then around the time I was a freshman in college. I was visiting friends in New Jersey, and I was like, Tropicana not from concentrate orange juice? What do you people have going on over here in the tri-state area? And I was like, oh my God, it's a revelation. And it was so tasty because you've got so much more of the concentrated orange taste. So that would be my advice. Don't go for the not from concentrate. I guess you could squeeze it fresh too. That would be great as well. So if you're just joining, I'm making my Rolls Royce of French toast. I need to splash more milk. So it's just 1 egg. Orange juice is the key here ingredient. And a little splash of milk. I'm just going to do one more little one. The thing you have to be careful, you want to have just enough orange juice for flavor, but not so much that it makes your bread so wet and soggy. And especially if you're using Holland brioche, which you really need to do for this recipe, it is more delicate. See, I just made it this morning, so I'm going to put it on the same. You could cook with butter. You don't need to. Oil's fine for this. Check my tart. Oh, boy, I think that might almost, I think that's done. I think that's done. Wait a minute. Hold the phone. Hold the French toast phone. I got to get the tart out. Okay. Thank you guys for all the rewards and the tapping and really appreciate it. Okay. So this is a very exciting moment. We're going to get my savory tart out. There we go. So sun-dried tomatoes, homemade pesto, green onions on top of a sour cream. That out of the way. But wait, there's more. Oh, I gotta turn that oven off because it's still pretty hot. And then I would have gotten some super boring, God, I don't think so. Some boring ricotta here, but I wouldn't. But instead, oh, Red Wagon Bakery looks amazing coming from you. That's high praise. Red Wagon Bakery, they do the show Wednesday morning. So if you really want to know about baking, that's your source right there. So good to see you. Oh, we have so many different great food creators here, culinary creators. So if I can, it's great if I send my fiance to the market because he goes to the fancy Italy market and buys like way more expensive stuff than I would normally. Oops. So this is this really nice ricotta. I don't know if Kaz is still on, but I know Kaz loved going to the Italy in Dallas. So this is, I am in Los Angeles, which is a town which has many great places to eat. We have crazy drivers, but it's a good place to eat. Okay. Woohoo, Food Talk TV lady party. Lady party. There you go. Let me see if this tastes different than regular. I don't know if it tastes that different than the regular kind. It's good. It's always good. I would just kind of beat it up a little bit, I think, so it will go easier. Oh wait, I can't use that spoon. I just put it in my mouth. Here we go. So I'm gonna have to, so it's gonna be ricotta, and then I need to get a little bit of cream. Oh, and it got special stickers and stuff. How fun. So, mixing ricotta and cream. Probably could even, if my little Cuisinart thing was clean, I could do it there, but okay. So now I'm going to put little dollops. No, I want you to see it. You're not going to see that. Hang on. Do you ever have this happen where some like local politician or realtor gives you pot holders and you're like, oh great, free pot holder, and then you use it and it's kind of cheap and it's like it's not so good. And I'm like, thanks for nothing. Thanks for burning my hand, Assemblyman so and so. Okay. So I'm just going to do little dollops of ricotta here, and since the tart is still warm, it will it'll kind of flatten out a little bit more too. I don't want to totally cover it. I just want it to be yet another little fun flavor bite amidst all these yummy bites. I'm thinking this is going to be such a home run. I'm going to wish I had made more of this. I think this is a great wine al fresco appetizer. There. C'est fini. Okay, so I will show you with my better pot holder here. So there it is. It is a yummy savory tart, which I'm going to then slice with, oh, Fran's here. Hey, Fran. Which I'm going to slice with my pizza slicer when I serve it to my guests tonight. What is it? It's puff pastry with sour cream, or you could use creme fraiche or Greek yogurt. Then it has overlaying green onions, sun-dried tomatoes. Then I sprinkled it with my homemade pesto, baked it, and at the end, put a little bit of whipped up ricotta. Bon appetit. Except it's for some Italians and Americans. God, I don't remember what they say. I keep taking Italian, nothing sticks. Okay, all right, people coming in. Yay, yay. got so, oh, fantastic. We're almost at 200 people. Great. Hey, I need that. Oh, thank you, Red Wagon. That's high praise. Thank you guys so much. And thank you for liking the video, for liking the live. That's awesome. All right, now back to our regularly scheduled program, which is we were going to brunch. We were going to the brunch category. So just to review, this is the Rolls Royce of French toast. We were in a breakfast crisis, so I went back to something I used to make 20 years ago for my family because I realized my 16-year-old son kind of missed it. Hey, Sweet Pea. Good. I just wanted to get away from the news. It's so sad, isn't it? There's just so many sad things. Oh, I had to get away from it. My son came home and he was upset. Let's just cook and be kind to each other. Let's be kind to each other. How about that? I think that's the way to go. So anyway, this is an egg, some milk, and the key, orange juice, some orange juice. All right. Now, then you take a challah, or a brioche in this case. You're gonna put it in there and you're gonna punch, because we want to get the flavor in the bread. So it's gonna sit there for a minute. Now, one of the things you gotta be careful though, with all this liquid and this soft bread, is, you know, sometimes in French toast you just would pick it up by the corner with a fork. You gotta be a little more ginger than that, because it can come apart. Especially once you've turned it over. So I'm going to use ours on this one. And again, I'm just going to kind of go through my little bowls. My pan is nice and hot. Whoop, very hot. Looking for my pancake turner. I think I can do it here. And I'm just going to, this is where you got to be a little careful. You got to slide it in. Woo! Jeez. That's so hot. No? There we go. So you see it has an actual orange look since it is orange French toast. Now we'll do the other one. Blonde Hotel, unhealthy? Not sure about that comment. Eggs and milk and orange juice. I don't think that's unhealthy. All right, so we're gonna just, again, poke, poke, poke. And I just want to be ginger when I turn it over. A little orange. There we go. That'll let that rest for a second. And I need to find my pancake turner. Gosh dang it, I just had that. How's everybody doing today? Quit adding guilt to food for no reason. Yeah, really, there you go. You know, and there's no bad foods in general. I mean, unless you're eating like absolute chemical junk or whatever, but mostly it's all about moderation. But eggs, milk, and bread and orange juice, I fail to see that dilemma. Let's see here. Okay, I know it was here because I used it this morning. Oh, there we go. I'm like the nutty professor here right now, trying to find my things. All right, let's turn that over. And I want kind of a high heat. I've done this before where it wasn't a high heat, and then I didn't get that little crispy brown stuff on the edge, and I really want the crispy brown stuff. I don't know, I'm having a good hair day, I feel like. Everything in moderation, even water in a high dose can get you. Well, that's so true, isn't it? All right, thank you guys for joining. So we're working on our Rolls Royce of French toast here. And the other, of course, great thing about French toast, since I hate to have things go to waste, is that just when your bread maybe it's a little too late for sandwich bread, like somebody might go, is this French? You can make French toast out of it. Okay. Wait, should I show from the outside? It's the same either way. Okay, so there's one. And now let's do the other one. And I'm even going to use the spatula for... Oh, that didn't get soaked enough. I'm not even going to make it. There we go. I'm going to stick with this one. Now, normally, if I was making it what I would do 20 years ago for my husband, then I would do the with the powdered sugar. But I, and my menopausal belly, don't need the sugar, so I don't do it. And I think one of the tricks to this, one of the key things that makes this so tasty, is that because you put the orange juice in, you're not going to miss the powdered sugar. it's still gonna taste nice and sweet. What am I missing here? Oh, sounds delicious. Oh, good. Oh, thanks, Fran. Thanks so much. Okay, so we did very simple little French toast here. Wait, let me just, I'll do a sample taste. So you can see how you really get the, so you get the orange juice all the way through it. Yum. And then my son said, I don't want eggs. He got an egg. I had a little protein now. How about OJ? Good question. I mean, honestly, it's really only about a couple tablespoons, because the problem is you want to have like probably about 1 tablespoon, probably about a tablespoon per slice, roughly. Because I did 1 egg, and then I did about a tablespoon of milk. I prefer whole milk, but whatever. Whole milk, ho for the tart. Whole milk, and then yeah, a couple tablespoons of orange juice. Just because if you put too, you just gotta ride it. If you put too much liquid, then the bread could fall apart. But you want to have enough to flavor it. Good question. Good question, Paulette. And it's always like really nice and smooth and stuff. If you want to put the powdered sugar on, you can. But like I said, I'm trying to lose a little weight. All right, and then here's my my big appetizer for tonight. For those of you that missed it. This is my savory tart, sun-dried tomatoes, green onions, ricotta with a sour cream base on puff pastry and basil. And the recipe for this will be on our website at FoodtokTV.com, where all our recipes. So I'm going to take a photo of it, and I'm going to send it to Mustard Queen, and she's going to post it. And there'll be a nice little recipe for both of these things. Now, the other thing I was going to do, but I ran out of time, and I also forgot one of my ingredients, is I'm gonna make a pear salad. This was a special request from my fiance, whose birthday celebration it is tonight. It's gonna be spinach, slices of pear. There was something else. Walnuts. Right, that's why I had the walnuts. So it's going to be pear, walnut, and he said spinach, although I'm going to actually augment it with some romaine because I don't want a salad that's just all spinach. I like to have a mix of lettuces. Somebody's trying to get in my door. I think they've forgotten the combo. They can't get in, which is kind of funny. All right, let's see. What else? Love pears. Oh, good, Katie. You know, it's so funny. I stopped buying pears because my late husband loved pears. And then he died, and I buy like a few pears, and my kids were like, we hate pears. And I was like, oh, okay. And then goat cheese in the salad. You know what, Katie? You read my mind. I would 100% put goat cheese in the salad, and it really would be good, except my son is allergic to goat cheese. And then I thought, well, maybe I should do gorgonzola. But I thought, well, what if that's another aged cheese? He has a problem with it. Okay, I don't know what's happening with this door. It's really a problem. Hang on a second. What's going on with this door? Oh. That's hilarious. Well, right on time for perfect timing for the end of this cooking show. My cleaning lady just showed up. I don't have to clean up all this mess, thank God. She was the one who couldn't get in. I didn't change the code. I don't know what happened. Yeah, so they really want in. I know, Fran. I don't know what Dolly did. You forgot the code. Okay, got it ready to go. Mama T, you guys. Come back here in like an hour, 2 hours. Mama T's going to be cooking, and you're going to see what she's going to make, which is great because there's always different good food creators here. And great. So thanks. Oh, 6 p.m. Okay. 3 p.m., 6 p.m. Oh, an hour. Oh, that's in an hour. Great. Yeah, come back here in an hour. We'll have another show. Escape the news. Just get into cooking, and all the nice people and the people who come to our Food Talk TV are the kindest, sweetest people, and I really appreciate the support and the love. And we got the tart, and we got the toast, and we got another tart. She's feeling a little toasty. I'm just gonna keep these puns going. Oh my God, my pear got stuck to my skirt. Anyway, so that's why I'm not doing goat cheese, but Katie, you're absolutely right. Goat cheese would be really good. Well, I was thinking maybe I might do a little shaved Parmesan, just to have that. Because I have to be careful of, oh, God, thank you, Fran, for laughing at my corny jokes. I got like a dad jokes. But yeah, I always have to worry about the goat cheese with Rex because he gets like it's not good. So I gotta avoid that. All right. Let's see. Is there anything else that I was gonna tell you guys? Yes. And then the sour cream base. It could be cream. It could be creme fraiche. It could be yogurt. It doesn't matter. And then, oh, let's check and see if the pears have changed at all. Not the pear, the fig. Where's my fig oil? Where's my fig oil experiment? That's the other thing I did. What did I do with the fig? You guys, where did I put the fig oil? I'm losing my mind here. Love your show, Daphne. See you guys later. I'm about to drive again. Oh, bless you, Fran. Good job. Thank you for coming in. You're so kind. Really appreciate you coming in. Well, thank you. Well, there goes the fig oil. Oh, it's put it over here. I put it over here. All right, this is, I took a fig leaf, I blanched it, I put it in an ice bath, and then I reduced it. And then I pulverized it, and I'm trying to find, to see if it would be nice to drizzle over something for flavor. I haven't decided yet. I'll work on it. But thank you for being part of my experiment. My experiment called Daphne Brogdon on FoodtokTV. We got a couple minute late start. We were in conference about the world, the state of the world, and I think that the best thing in the state of the world is to stick with nice people like you find here on FoodtokTV and keep cooking. And as I always say, don't be afraid to cook. Stop ordering delivery if you can. It's a lot of money. You'll eat more calories. All that plastic junk goes into the atmosphere. And I find it, you know, it's a real pick-me-up. It can be really therapeutic to cook, especially when my cleaning woman shows up so I don't have to clean. I don't like the cleaning part. All right, thank you guys. I'll be here next week. Hopefully I'll have remembered all my groceries next week. Thank you guys so much for joining. Oh, who's here? Who just got in here? Chef Skills. Yes. There you go. Thank you, Katie. Thank you for being here. Thank you all the regulars. Really appreciate it. All right. Have a good day. Be kind to each other.